If you don't know who I am by now, I run the... Hello, it's R-Techz. Feel free to chalk. Feel free to chalk. Hello, hope we're all doing well. This is R-Techz, head of the Straight Up Busters podcast. If you like random stuff being spoken about by random people, then why not go there? Really selling it there. As I say, I'm R-Techz. This channel is slowly getting to be more of a Left 4 Dead-y type channel. And we did have a top 5 custom maps video. If you checked the last one out and you liked it and subscribed from that, then thank you very much. This one today is the finales ranked. All of the OG, the original maps, and it will also be including Coldstream and The Last Stand. So, without further ado, why don't we go from the worst to best, starting with this one. Number 14, Blood Harvest. Let's kick things off then with, in my opinion, the worst finale in the whole entire damn game. Blood Harvest is sucky. Let's just call it how it is. What I do like about this map is I like the build up towards it. You know, it's nice and short. You go through the cornfield. What an entire nation! Yeah, I can't do accents. But enough of me trying to be funny. How the actual finale is itself, when you go through all this woodland, as it were, and you can hold out in the house, you can hold out in a farmhouse. I do like the fact there's always a chainsaw in like the little shed. Into the negatives. Basically, in versus, people will just hold out outside, and you can't spawn behind them. There's a fence, so you are stuck just trying to attack them and catch them by the trees or something. The only chance you've really got is with the tank, so you can bash around a log and knock them the fuck out. But apart from that, this finale has got nothing to offer. It looks fine, average. By the end of it all, you get picked up by an army truck. So, yeah. And it's a holdout finale. So, that's a no from me, and that's why it's last on the list. Number 13. Death Toll. The classic Death Toll, eh? I feel like a lot of people like this finale, and guess what? I don't, clearly. It's just boring. Do you know what? Yet again, I actually really, more so than Death Toll, I like the lead up to this, right? Yet again, it's a woodlandy type area. But when you get there, you see this, put it like a boathouse, I believe. And you've got a couple other huts and whatever. What the fuck? It's not swamp fever. Not huts, but buildings. Sheesh. What I've noticed that people don't actually do, but the easiest way to do this on versus is to go by the docks and hold out. It does make it more boring, of course, because people can spawn underneath you, try to grab you in the water, but it ain't an easy feat to accomplish. Now, Death Toll, you know, it kind of sort of just gets you depressed. I mean, look at it. It's dark, gloomy. It's a holdout finale. What more is there to say? Even if you're in the house, you know, the tank's the funnest part of it. It forces you to move around. That's all I got to say on this piece of shite. Number 12. Crash Course. Here it is, bloody Crash Course, everyone's favourite. Not. Now, loads of people really do detest this map. I actually like the map overall, but to be honest, I'm going to make this one quick. What is there to say? It's a long build up. It could be 2 chapters. You get there, you turn on the generator, it goes out, kill a tank, turn back on the generator, and then you get away in some lorry. I mean, it's I don't know what, it's just pretty bad, I just don't like it, you know. Number 11. No Mercy. Here it is, the classics of all classics. Only I really dislike it. This is more fun and campaign than it is versus. Whenever I used to play this finale, and yes, it's a holdout one, and I was a tank, I honestly would just have my head to the ground and be like, here we go. And if it's been passed on, I've got to do something, or try and do something. It's abysmal. I'll tell you the good thing No Mercy finale has going for it. The way it looks. I do personally think it's one of the best looking ones of all the finales. You know, it looks cool. It looks like a very cool place if you know what I mean, when they're sort of chalking up all the ideas. In execution, I mean, seriously, what is that? It's just the And you can tell it's the first one. All you're doing is holding out, killing zombies on the rooftops, waiting for a helicopter, you're out. It's just nothing. I mean, it's raining. There's that. Next.
Number 10. Dark Carnival.
Here it is then, Dark Carnival. Now, this one looks amazing, right? The whole fact that you're, like, whoever came up with this idea, kudos. It's great, you got the fireworks going off and music blaring. Obviously, it doesn't sound that sophisticated. But this finale looks great. But, I mean, it's just Mare again. It's another holdout one. It's the... You can see the pattern here, right? These are all just so similar. But at least this one, it's easy on the eyes. Like me. Number 9. The Last Stand.
That's it. Come on, get up. Take this.
Yes, now this one might be a strange place to put it, because I know this map is hated to the moon and back. And I admit, you know, it's like Crash Course. It only has 2 chapters. Yes, are they both long? They most certainly are. At the end of the day, it's enjoyable, and that's what it's about. This finale, the only issue is, I know I just said it, but it is the length. It's the amount of stuff you've got to do. You've got to first of all make it past the choke point. You've got to get to the area. You've got to defend. Then you've got to collect cans. And in between, you've got to kill like 3 or 4 tanks. Then you've got to do the last, another holdout, and then you leave. You go on a boat. I mean, it's just too much, and it ain't easy. You know, if you're playing this on expert, there's a reason why it's an achievement. Number 8. Ta-da! Well, we now come to one of my favourite maps in this whole entire game. Bugger the customs. I mean, this is top of the range map design here. We'll clear that up now. Having said that, this is around basically the halfway mark, or near enough, and it's because, you know, it's a holdout finale. I know I keep repeating it. It's true. These ones are just boring. The only thing I really like about this is where it's based. I like fire. I'm like a damn caveman. And the tanks are quite fun. And they've got hittables. Apart from that, I mean, you're just roaming around an airport and waiting for that bloody plane to take off. I mean, and also there's an easy way to cheat the tank by making him go into the fire pit. That's why there's number.
Number 7. Hard Rain.
Yes, here we are, Hard Rain indeed. Well, this one is, quite frankly, it's just annoying. The water everywhere, the finale starts, you know, it's right there. There's no build-up, which doesn't necessarily mean anything good or bad. I personally don't mind that. Hard Rain is obviously full of water, so there's nothing really new once you get to the end of this. This can be, now I'm saying this can be fun on Versus, and in fact, this finale is more fun on there than it is on campaign. I will give the devs that. But here we go, it's that H word again, it's a holdout. Now this one's placed above the rest because this finale is more fun than the rest of them because of the difficulty. You fall into the water, you've got a risk of getting puked on when you can't move, getting spat on, you know, tongued. That sounds a bit sexual. Point being, it's just an overall more fun experience than the rest of the holdouts. And, you know, if I had to do one, it would be this one. That's why it's in this position. And of course, Virgil gets his grubby mitts on you afterwards.
Number 6. Sacrifice.
I'm not usually a fibber, but I seem to have lied earlier when I was on about Hard Rain being my favourite holdout. It's actually Sacrifice. When I was recording, I forgot about the map. But yes, here we are, and it's still around the midpoint way-ish, or well, we're above it now, aren't we? But Sacrifice, yeah, this one is good because each generator gets you an extra tank. 3 tanks overall, and of course right at the end, I love the little run, as easy as it usually is. You know, if you wait for the tanks long enough, you can just make a little getaway, as long as you've got a pipe or a bile, shouldn't give you too much trouble. But then about 3-4 more tanks show up, you know, right at the end when you're coming down from that bridge. Turn the generator back on and save the team. Overall, it looks average, but it plays well purely because of the generators and the tanks. There isn't much more to say on this. That's that.
Number 5. Swamp Fever.
This one is great fun, usually. Now, not many people play this map, as you will find playing through verses especially. Campaign, there may be a few. There is also a glitch. If you stay in the middle room where I am right now, then you actually don't get any tanks. I'm not sure if it's first wave or the second wave. Might even be both of them. You may get away with having no tanks whatsoever. To my knowledge, they haven't patched it, so feel free to take advantage of that. Overall, the map looks magnificent, quite frankly. I love the whole look of this like mansion in the middle of the sticks, and the whole aesthetic of it just is extremely pleasing. The fact that if you don't do the glitch and do it properly, you have 2 tanks in the second wave makes it so much sweeter. It is a holdout one, so technically I've lied twice, but this is, in my view, just on another level. It is a great one to come to grips with having more than one tank. So if you want to get to know the game better, then why not play it?
Number 4, Coldstream.
Coldstream, another map that seems to be very hated, but I love it. I actually really do like this map. Someone's told me once, they said they don't like it, there's too many panic events, and then maybe you should just get better at the game. Anyway, Coldstream I think is good. This is 4 on the list. This is up there, and it's not a holdout finale. This is one where you just run and run and run. You got to get the heck out of there. There's 2 choke points, I believe. There isn't any more than that. 2 choke points just in a finale itself. And as you can see here, it's literally going down a stream, and you just keep following it around, and you get a tank coming out of the tunnel. Annoyingly, it always spawns when you go in the tunnel, but there you are. And then there'll be another one, and then a helicopter picks you up and takes you to safety. Now, this isn't an official map. This is fan-made, just like The Last Stand. I didn't mention that last time, so I am now. This is just gets my heart pumping. I love playing it. This is good fun on versus, to kill or be killed. I've got no more words for it. One of the best. It truly is.
Number 3, The Passing.
Such a good finale. Yes, this is a hard one, but this one is most definitely one of my favourites. This is fun. This is how a finale is meant to act. You're meant to enjoy the experience. 16 cans can be a bit of a pain, but you know what? Work together as a damn team and don't be solo cunt, as my friend Den would say. Yes, there's more to it than simply just grabbing cans. You've obviously got Horde on your ass, and there will be tanks depending on how long you take to fill these cans in the generator. If you have the land mods that I have, you'll know that an add-on will actually let the bots pick up the cans with you and also put them inside the generator. I would advise getting them. I really would. Because if you do this on your own, single player, then you got to do all the damn work. The passing overall is the same environment as Sacrifice. That does put it down, I guess, because Sacrifice was out before the passing, so, you know. And bearing in mind, in campaign, you do have the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors helping you out too. So if you haven't had enough of seeing Zoe's sexy face, then you got a chance. That's all there is to mention on this. One of the damn best. I love it.
Number 2, Dead Center.
Let's get into this one then. Let me say this very clearly now. Anyone who doesn't like this finale, you need to personally message me and we can hash it out. We'll take it outside, we'll do whatever you want to do. Because you have lost your marbles. Dead Center finale. The whole look of it, you know, it's Dead Rising. I mean, no, it's very zombies, I guess. But it's in a mall. Like, finale's in a mall and you escape in Jimmy Gibbs' stock car. Which apparently needs a lot of damn petrol to fill it up. And you come out, and the way it ends if you escape, slow motion outside the window, and you're out of there. I mean, this is rad. And I very rarely use that term, if ever. Finales do not get better than this. It's a gas can finale. No stupid ass holdouts. They can piss right off. This is how you do a finale. And this is the first level on Left 4 Dead 2. This is a great welcoming party. Boom shakalaka.
Number 1, The Parish.
This map has chef's kiss written all over it. I think that it comes as no surprise that this one is top. Most people would most likely agree with me. This finale is insane. It doesn't matter if it's campaign, if it's versus, whatever you're doing, the run on this whole bridge is just fun. Very fun. I mean, it's the fact that the bridge is literally being bombed by the army as you're running across it. Insta spots galore at some parts here. There's cars galore near the end. The tank's fun. There's always like an underlining of, you know, half the people want to rush the tank, the other half want to actually kill it, and it's funny. It descends into absolute mayhem.
and I love it. If you couldn't tell by now, the parish is top for so many more reasons. It has to be, it needs to be, and it ain't going anywhere. If you disagree with me, then obviously you're wrong. But on a serious note, the parish is the top boy of this. He wins it, takes it all. Just a damn parish. I mean, come on. Woo! And that is the end of the video. Much love to all of you checking this out. I really do appreciate it. Let's get those numbers up. Subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, whatever you want to do with that. I've been your boy R-Techz. Keep the Left 4 Dead community alive. It's a legendary game. We all know it. And if you're also interested in checking out my top 5 custom maps that I did not too long ago, it's going to be around screen somewhere. I haven't quite figured it out. Farewell.